परम पूज्य सोना रिम्पोचे की दूरदर्शी सोच और प्रयासों से, परम पावन दलाई लामा के आशीर्वाद से भारत के टेलीविजन इतिहास में पहली बार शुरू हुआ है एक टेलीविजन कार्यक्रम जो समर्पित है भगवान बुद्ध के दर्शन, ज्ञान और बौद्ध परंपराओं को। कार्यक्रम में दुनिया के तमाम बड़े बौद्ध धर्मगुरु, बौद्ध ज्योतिष शास्त्री रोज आप तक पहुंचा रहे हैं अमूल्य जानकारियां। सबसे पहले देखिए बौद्ध धर्म से जुड़ी महत्वपूर्ण जानकारियां।
20वीं सदी मानवता के इतिहास में सबसे खून खराबे की सदी रही। लेकिन इतिहास गवाह है कि ऐसी हिंसक गतिविधियों के बीच कुछ ऐसे शांति के पुजारी पैदा होते हैं जो मानवता की अलख जगाकर शांति का संदेश देते रहते हैं। आज ऐसे शांति के देवदूतों को दुनिया के सबसे बड़े सम्मान नोबेल पुरस्कार से नवाजा जाता है। एक ऐसी ही शुभ घड़ी आई जब 3 नोबेल पुरस्कार विजेता महिलाएं परम पावन दलाई लामा से महत्वपूर्ण विषयों पर चर्चा करने धर्मशाला पहुंची। परम पावन दलाई लामा को भी दुनिया में शांति के क्षेत्र के सबसे बड़े पुरस्कार नोबेल पुरस्कार से नवाजा जा चुका है। आज से हम आपको दिखाएंगे शांति के इन महान देवदूतों के बीच महत्वपूर्ण विषयों पर हुए वार्तालाप को। वार्तालाप को दिखाने से पहले हम आपका परिचय करा दें, ये हैं मेरीट कोरिगन। मेरीट नॉर्दर्न आयरलैंड की रहने वाली हैं और इन्हें 1976 में नोबेल पुरस्कार से नवाजा गया था। ये हैं जॉडी विलियम्स। जॉडी विलियम्स अमेरिका की रहने वाली हैं और इन्हें 1997 में नोबेल पुरस्कार से सम्मानित किया गया। जबकि शिरीन इबादी ईरान की रहने वाली हैं और इन्हें 2003 में नोबेल पुरस्कार दिया गया। आइए देखते हैं अहम विषयों पर हुई चर्चा को।
So the first question is from the perspective from each of your own spiritual traditions. What do you believe is the most important thing that the Tibetan people have contributed to the dialogue between religions over the past 50 years?
Of course, wherever I go, I always have 2 commitments. Number 1 commitment is promotion of human value, human compassion, and with that, forgiveness, tolerance, these automatically come. Once you have genuine, deep respect of other as a human brothers, sisters, then naturally some different opinions, different sort of views you must respect. And also the other side also, see, because of human being, because of human intelligence, there are also some certain sort of sufficient reasons. And then one reality, there's many different aspects. So other one, you see, looking from different aspect, so which you may not sort of pay much attention. So therefore, listen others' different view is very, very helpful to know your own sort of understanding about the reality. So that's number 1, my commitment. Number 2 commitment is the promotion of religious harmony. So in this respect, it seems I made some contribution. So at least you see among the major tradition, Christianity and Judaism and some Muslim also. You see now there are, I think among my friends, there are people who really accept Buddhism something a good religion. Otherwise, some people, some sort of very narrow-minded sort of orthodox sort of religious people. So I heard recently in America, I heard this one orthodox sort of, I think, Christian. You see, of course, understandable. When I heard that, oh, of course, you see, it is very possible. So that person is expressed because quite often visit by Dalai Lama, so now Dalai Lama leading more people to hell. It's perfectly understandable, you see. You see, the problem is to say concept of one truth, one religion. Then, of course, the other side, you see, look, other religion is sort of dangerous, isn't it?
कैसे दूर हो आपके जीवन की मुश्किलें, कैसे सवरे आपका करियर, कैसे सफल हो आपका हर काम, क्या कहते हैं आपकी किस्मत के सितारे, जानिए सटीक होने वाली बौद्ध भविष्यवाणियां।
Namaste, Tashidale. 16th December, Thursday, later 10th day of the 11th lunar month. The elemental combination is water-wind, inauspicious combination and brings disharmony and separates friends and relatives. Therefore, do not believe in any rumors and deal well with your friends and relatives in order to avoid breakups. Chi Ginnamko is also there, thus unfavorable to start any activities, especially public meetings and public gatherings. Bumtong or empty ways is at north direction, so avoid all important activities, especially funeral procession while facing north. The day is not favorable for raising prayer or lungta flags. BT starts from 1812, so avoid Tarsik therapies like moxibustion, bloodletting and golden needle therapies. 17th December, Friday, 11th day of the 11th lunar month. The elemental combination is earth-wind. This combination has unfavorable energy to reduce the growth of wealth and property. Indication of theft, robbery, plundering are there. Disappointment and regret may come if you initiate any productive activities. The day of Dubjur are very auspicious and good to carry out religious ceremonies, praying to deities and practicing dharma. Doing Ginnamko is there, so avoid inviting guests at your home. BT stops at 6:36 am. The day is not favorable for marriage ceremonies and initiating new assignments. Bumtong or empty ways is at north direction, so avoid all important activities, especially funeral procession while facing north. 18 December, Saturday, 12th day of the 11th lunar month. The elemental combination is earth-wind. This combination has unfavorable energy to reduce the growth of wealth and property. Indication of theft, robbery, plundering are there. Disappointment and regret may come if you initiate any productive activities. From 10:12 am, the elemental combination changes to earth-fire, which is also not good combination. Tsongginamgo is there. However, this is not a day to start new business or to engage in new business assignment. Bumtong or empty ways is at north direction, so avoid all important activities, especially funeral procession while facing north. Overall, the day is not favorable for any new beginning. Thank you and see you tomorrow at same time.
क्या है भगवान बुद्ध का दर्शन, बौद्ध धर्म का गूढ़ ज्ञान, कैसे मिले दुख से मुक्ति, कैसे पाए बुद्धत्व, क्या है धम्मम, क्या है संघम। ये कार्यक्रम आपको हर रोज दे रहा है ऐसे तमाम सवालों के जवाब। आज बौद्ध धर्म के प्रकांड विद्वान परम पावन दलाई लामा से जानिए भगवान बुद्ध का दर्शन और बौद्ध धर्म का सही ज्ञान।
So we all same human being. Everyone want happy life. successful life. No need to prove that, no need to reasoning that. Not only we human beings, but even other animals also have the same sort of feeling, want happy life, at least less disturbances. And then, because of that desire, everyone who have that kind of desire have the right to achieve happy life and overcome disturbances. So, I think several thousand years human civilization, and in fact, I think Darwin said that because evolution. I think evolution itself, I think real mover. Of course, the chemical also make certain sort of rule, but those beings who have that kind of desire, I think evolution, the basic mover of the evolution is that desire. Clear. So still we are moving. 20th century, now 21st century, now 22nd century, 23rd century, we'll go that. Till this planet remain alive. Once this planet begin to dying, then we have to find some other planet. So that's from the Buddhist viewpoint of future reincarnation. They may then try to find some different places. Otherwise, we have no need that kind of worry. So now I think they're more serious. 20th century, I always consider most important century of human history. A lot of, I think, the new things found or created, discovered by human being in technology field and science. And also, I think, new concept also, you see, found in that century. And I think overall, education field, health field, I think tremendous sort of progress, advance. Meantime, the 20th century also, I think, very, century of bloodshed. According to some sort of scholars, they mentioned more than 200 millions of human beings killed in the 20th century. So although within 20th century, I think early part of 20th century and later part of 20th century, I think as far as concept of peace, concept of non-violence, and the feeling of fed up about violence, bloodshed, war, this, I think a tremendous change. So, this 21st century is just continuation of that 20th century. So overall, I think they now no longer the immediate threat of nuclear holocaust. No longer there. These very powerful sort of military blocks not there. Of course, some pockets here and there, some problems still there. So seems, you see, now this century, hopefully, much less violent century. But meantime, in recent years, you see those country or those area, material as well as modern education, now quite highly developed. But among such society, the number of people who have depression and also some mental problems. And for example, I was told in Japan, among students, some depression, some lonely feeling, and in some cases suicide. That number increasing. And also I was told in people's world, China, the economic condition, at least
coastal areas,
coast area, living standard is much improving. But among these wealthier families, children, sometimes they say more restless in their mind, some problems. And then, so I think young children, I think below 10, right? Perhaps these children, I think much happier. They don't think much about complicated things. So long they have to play together. Occasionally a little fighting, that's okay. Like my own case, my elder brother, my immediate elder brother, and myself, I think we two spent, in early age, we spent together more time. So quite often fighting. So I'm younger brother, is elder brother, but younger brother is more aggressive. But within a minute, we play together. So I think that's good. So then, grown up, better education, better experience, better knowledge, mind become more complicated, more sophisticated, and more visions, more hopes, more doubts. This brings more stress and distrust, suspicion. At young age, I believe still basic human good quality is much
dominant,
much alive. And our age grown up, the brain become more dominant, and we neglect about warm-heartedness. Then these too much hopes and doubts, these things happen.